Hello besties, once again welcome and welcome back. We are starting another series. As you can see up there, it's called The Lies He Told. I mean, if you listen to this story, this man lied, and I'm telling you, he straight up lied to our girl. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to what she has to say. She's telling about an experience with a man that pretty much lied about his entire life. I mean, we are talking legion type of lies right here. After we finish with Vesatisa, we found another series, and we're gonna go ahead and listen to this series about her experience with this man who lied to her. And you're gonna tell me what you think down there in the comment section. Once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share the video, share with all your besties, and let them get a piece of the tea.
Part 19, the lies he told. So I hang up the phone from him. I quickly sent him a text message and I told him, I said, listen, I know you and I have not been seeing eye to eye. I have no idea what you're talking about when it comes down to my cousin contacting your job, whatever the case may be. However, what I will tell you is that I am dealing with the death of a family member. I am currently grieving. This is not what I need right now. Remember, I told you guys that I was dealing with postpartum depression already. And, you know, postpartum can stick around for a while after you've had a baby. So there were things that I was personally dealing with. I was dealing with my own stuff, you know. And so he did not text back. He waited until the day that I flew out, which was not the day of the funeral, but the following day. I was standing in the airport in Jackson, Mississippi, getting ready to board my flight. And I got a text message from Jared. And he said, so as I have had time to sit back and to reflect, I believe that I dropped our baby off at his real daddy house. I believe that ain't I believe that ain't your auntie, but that's in fact our baby's grandmother or your baby's grandmother. He says, so I want a DNA test when you get back. I may have mentioned this in previous videos. The baby looks exactly like my ex-husband. Split an image. You will know that baby belongs to him because that baby took everything of him. His teeth, his eyes, his face, everything. He even short like that nigga. He took everything. I said, of course you can have a DNA test when I get back. I said, but also when I get back, make sure all your shit at my house. Make sure everything gone. Spotless. He texted me back and he told me, you got it. All right. So I flew out. I did call Dwayne back and I said, Dwayne, he told me that you my baby daddy, bro. He said, man, to be honest with you, man, at this point, I really do believe that the man, he got to be high. Like there has to be something going on with him. I said, absolutely. Absolutely it is. I said, but stand down. Don't bother him. I said, don't even worry about it. Now, by this time, Dwayne big brother done called up there to their restaurant too. See, I didn't know that it was going that deep. I had no idea. Now, my other cousin, which is Dwayne brother, he's in San Antonio. You know, he's in San Antonio. So I said, I ain't know, you know, big boy call homeboy job. He said, man, we not playing with that nigga, man. That nigga gonna have to see us one day. I said, all right, man. I get it. I get it. Real hitters now. Real hitters. Sometimes I just talk, but they actually walk, period. So I get back in town. Instead of me going straight home, I leave the airport. I get to my aunt. Remember now, my auntie is Dwayne's mom, but she's really my cousin. I don't want to confuse anybody because y'all get confused quick. I went to her house and I stayed with her that night, slept in her bed with my baby. And I told her, I said, auntie, I'm tired. I'm tired. She already knew what was going on. Dwayne had already let her know. But I told her, I said, I really cannot do this anymore. I just can't. She said, I know, baby. I know. So the next morning, I get up. I get the baby together. We leave my aunt's house. I travel to Fresno and I drop him off at daycare. And I go to the house. And y'all, that was the first time that I felt God in my home. Because it felt like the devil left. When I walked through that house, it was still. The peace that I felt that day, that felt like freedom to me. Because when I went to that closet and the left-hand side where everything that was his was at, it was completely empty. And I fell to my knees in that closet and I told God, thank you. Thank you, God, because you knew that I couldn't do it no more. You knew that I could not do it no more. You knew it, you knew it, you knew it. And I kept and I kept and I kept. I kept going. I kept praying and I kept telling God, you kept me, man. You kept me. You kept me. You kept me through this entire thing. You kept me. You helped me and you kept me. I could have went to jail. That man could have killed me. He could have did anything. And when I mean kill me, because when you beat somebody with an ironing board, when you beat a nigga ass with an ironing board, man, it hit different for a man to get their ass beat by a woman, man. It do. It do. I can only imagine how it felt for a man to have a woman to put their hands on him. Because he a lying ass man. Because he couldn't be what a real man would be in a household. But that day was dedicated to thanking the Lord himself. Because I could not muster up the faith to leave. Even through the lies, through the drugs, through the verbal abuse, through the mental abuse that man put me through the infidelity. I had so many reasons biblically that I could have divorced that man. So many reasons. But I stayed because realistically I cared for this man. I carried his child. And a lot of y'all not going to understand how I stayed through all of that. But I truly believed that somehow, some way it was going to turn around in my favor. But it never did. But what happened was that God made sure that I came out on top at the end. I didn't see it when I was going through it. I kept looking at my baby and I kept telling him, I'm sorry, baby. I brought you in here. I brought you in this world and you don't deserve to have no daddy that don't look at you the same way he look at other people's kids and love on them. My baby didn't deserve that, dog. And he don't deserve that at all. This is that man's only child, his flesh and blood, his son. And I allowed it to happen, man. I did. And I take full responsibility and accountability for my actions. I do. But that day was the day that I could have walked with my head held high and couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Because when that man left my house, I knew that was the last time. That was the last time that I was going to allow him to come in. That was it.